Welcome to NET JRF Scholars YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at important topics in ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology, for UGC NET June 2026. Before that, I have an announcement for the candidates who are going to prepare for December 2026. That is, we are going to launch a complete free course in our YouTube channel for UGC NET Paper 1. It is going to be start from July 1st and end by the October 30th. Okay. In these lectures, we are going to cover all the 10 units of Paper 1, including math, passage comprehension, and data interpretation as well. We are going to upload 1 or 2 videos daily, and we are also look at the previous year questions from all the units, and at the very beginning of the course, we are going to provide the syllabus. That is not you can easily find on the website. These are the topics which have been asking from the UGC NET examination from 2014 to till today. Okay, it's a list of topics for every unit, and we are also giving you the strategy to get 40 to 44 marks in UGC NET Paper 1 at the very beginning of the course, that is on July 1st. Okay, please do subscribe to our channel NET JRF Scholars and turn on the notifications for the updates, and soon we are going to release our schedule and the timetable for the course. So we'll start with the important topics in the ICT. The first most important topic is number system. So we have two different number system, that is positional number system and non-positional number system. In the non-positional number system, we have decimal number system, that is from 0 to 9, and binary number system, that is 0 and 1, octal number system, that is 0 to 7, and hexadecimal number system start from 0 to 9 and 8 to F. Okay, out of these 4 number systems, binary, octal, hexadecimal is very important, and in the examination they will ask you to convert a binary number into a decimal. In most of the times, either decimal into binary number. Nowadays they are also asking conversion among these 4, especially these 2 in the recent years. So all the 4 types are very important, out of which binary number system is very, very important. And they will, with respect to the search engine and web browsers, they will give you some examples for the search engines and the web browsers. They'll ask you to identify out of which are the search engines and which are web browsers. There are 2 important languages, that's HTML and CSS. HTML means hypertext markup language, and CSS means cascade style sheet. Okay, and there is one more language. Basically, it is to manage the database, manage the database, that is SQL. Nothing but structured query language. So they mostly ask the purpose, the function of the 3 languages or expansions, full forms. After these 3, the most important topic are data formats. So in the examination, like, we store our image in the form of PNG, JPG, JPEG. So in the examination, they'll ask you to identify which of the below are image data formats. audio data formats, video data formats, text data format. So collect the list of all these data formats. So there are repeated questions, okay, on data formats. And then input devices and output devices. These are very important. Mostly you can see these questions on input and output devices, especially when the paper is easy. So even they ask you to identify basically what are the input devices and output devices by giving a list. So better if you have a list of input and output devices. And also read about encryption and decryption, very important, and unit of storage. So and it's how, like, their order, especially like we have first bit and then byte, then we have kilobyte, then we have megabyte, then we have gigabyte, then we have terabyte, then we have petabyte. Okay, first bit, byte, kb, mb, gb, tb, pb. Okay, this order is very important. Please remember this order. And one thing you need to remember is that 8 bits is equal to 1 byte, and that 1 byte is required to store a character into the computers. And next, components of memory. So these are very important. They basically ask you to arrange these components based on their speed, increasing speed, and higher capacity to lower capacity, vice versa. So I have given already in the order based on their speed. Okay, you make a list, okay, a order based on the capacity. So it's going to be very helpful because they are regularly asking questions on the components of the memory. Then it is better to collect a list of open source softwares which are very like regular, well-known softwares. They usually ask well-known softwares and regularly using softwares. And if some particular softwares with respect to research, okay, or teaching. So collect list of open softwares in these areas and which are well known and regularly used. And what are the instant messaging applications? They might ask questions when paper is easy. They used to ask questions from this topic. And the next important topic is World Wide Web. We have Web 1.0, Web 2.0, Web 3.0. Web 1.0 is the read-only web, whereas Web 2.0 is a collaborative web, and Web 3.0 is semantic web. This is more than enough. They usually ask mapping among these. So better if you like remember Web 1.0 as read-only, 2.0 collaborative, 3.0 semantic. And net, we have network types. We have LTE, that is long term evolution, and we have VoLTE, that is voice over long term evolution, and voice over internet protocol. Okay, these three are the networks. They might ask the expansion or the function. Okay, expansions or functions. And we have ROM. So what is ROM? It is nothing but it's a type of memory. You can only write once and read many times. Okay, that is nothing but ROM. And we have WYCSIWYG. It is nothing but what you see is what you get. It means that whatever you see on the screen when you take in a print, okay, that is what you get. So that is what you see is what you get. And there is a concept called a digital divide, where there is a regional disparity to access to the information technology. It is called digital divide. And we have many types of softwares, shareware, freeware, public domain software, open source software, proprietary software. Out of which proprietary software is very important. They usually ask open source software and shareware. Please read on these three software types. And we have some recognition technologies, that is OCR, nothing but optical character recognizer. Then we have OMR, optical marker recognizer or reader, and MICR. Okay, these three are very important. And we have two types of ATMs, that is brown label ATMs and the white label ATMs. Both are these brown label ATMs are third party ATMs. Okay, they have their company name on the ATM. Okay, for example, one ATM, whereas these are by non-banking companies, but these ATMs has the name of the parent bank. Okay, and other important topics are clock rate speed. It is expressed in the gigahertz, so it means that number of cycles GPU can perform per second. Okay, number of cycles per second, that is nothing but the clock rate or the clock speed. And then we have flood hub. It's an application, okay, developed by Google, which provide real-time flood data of rivers, okay, and give alert. So please remember that is developed by Google. And next we have hoax. It means that it just give you a threat message, okay, but it does not give you a threat message. Okay, but it does not have any threat with him, just to give just it gives the threat message, that's it. And Trojan horse, it appears like a legitimate legitimate software, but it is a malware. Okay, it enters as a legitimate software, but it has some malware. And then we have two types of RAMs, that is static and dynamic RAM. Okay, and then we have IMAP and POP. They are nothing but instant message access protocol, instant message access protocol. And POP means post office protocol. So they usually ask the expansions of these terms in the examination. Then we have a concept called firmware, where the hardware in a system has some software, right, to function or to connect with the other hardware systems. So that is called firmware. These are the most important topics that I have explained in this video. If you have notes, please read these topics from your notes once or twice. And if you do not have notes, just make down the list of these topics, okay, topics in a A4 sheet, and get the definitions from the Google. Okay, so if you remember the definitions, it is enough you to answer the questions if they ask in this topic. So please subscribe to this channel, because we are going to launch a free course for December 2026 session, which is going to be start from July 1st. So please subscribe and turn on your notifications for the updates and the schedule in our channel. Thank you.